Yes, respected friends, together we are here to study this glorious Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Shastram. May Lord Rama, Vaashishtha Bhagavan and all Gurus bless us with all capacities, capabilities to be able to study, understand, digest, assimilate and practice what is said in this mammoth, huge Shastra. Wonderful. Presently, we are in third Utpatthi Prakaranam Leela Upakhyanam. Upakhyanam means story. Akhyana means big story. Upakhyanam means the sub story within that story. So, main story is Rama Valmiki Vaashishtha Samvada. So, in that Upakhyanam, Leela Saraswati Sambhashana Samvada, only to convey the Brahmagnana and Moksha. Because Leela asked Mother now, taking her into the Sukshma Akasha and showing her the presence of various lokas. So in the Maya Kalpita, Ananta Koti Brahmandas are there, Ananta Koti lokas are there. We get an idea by studying this portion. And yet, all of them are again with all their varieties seen, experiences given, yet from the absolute standpoint, they are not real. They are seen but not real. The reality is Brahman. That alone is the thing to be uh, kept as goal, and we have to find our identity with it. Totally, in this Utpatti Prakaranam, any number of Upakhyanas come having 122 sargas. The summary is Brahman alone is there. Jagat can be kalpita but not utpanna, therefore not satya. Therefore, need not run behind it. Therefore, keep it away. Therefore, free the mind from their hold. Therefore, focus the mind on the reality. Therefore, along with the mind, merge in the reality and discover oneness with it. Thereafter, nothing but infinite experience. Therefore, freedom from all finitudes. Endless experience, therefore, freedom from all endfulness. Experience of bliss, therefore, freedom from all dukkha. Eternally consciousness, therefore, the jadata ajnana, no more bother. Heart in heart, every jiva is seeking that only. Those who study Shastras, they know what they are seeking, where it is available, and how to achieve it. Those who don't study Shastras, they too seek the same, but in the wrong place. Therefore, instead of getting that, they only get bound there. This is what is to be clearly understood by you and me. Right? So let us continue studying this 24th Sarga. How many mantras we could see? We have seen yesterday around up to mm, 38 तक हमने देखा. Yeah, 38 tak we have seen. From that only we will see. Let us make a chanting first. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhihi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणादि शास्त्राणाम आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवद् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसुदिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये श्रीवाल्मीकिमहर्षिविरचितम् श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति प्रकरण मोक्ष शास्त्रस्य पारायणमध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ते तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनगं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनवनमरतं जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीवसिष्ठादिऋषिभ्यो नमः श्रीयोगवासिष्ठमहारामायण प्रकरणशास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्तिप्रकरणं लीलोपाख्याने लीला सरस्वतीनां आकाश गमनं गगन आकाशवर्णनं च so what are we seeing is sukshma lokas which are accessible when we reach to purely chitta sthiti consciously, not like in dream, consciously withdrawing from the sharira and indriya tadatmya, thereby fully unaware of the outer world. That's almost the samadhi sthiti. There, through the dhyana, Leela reached that stage with the chitta available for seeing the world. Mother Saraswati is in the Gnapti Swarupini, pure consciousness. Okay, now as they are traveling, how many number of visions, scenes, lokas we were going on seeing. Up to 37, we could see, we'll continue. Okay, 37 से मैं start कर रहा हूँ. क्वच गायत किन्नर गंधर्व सुरस्त्री मंडलम क्वचित क्वचित स्तब्ध पुरा कीर्णम वहत पुरवरम क्वचित. So as they are flying, traveling, they were seeing Gayat singing, Kinnara and Gandharva and Sura Stri Mandalam, Kvachit. Either together they are doing or in their own respective groups. So the Kinnara Mandalam, they are singing. As they moved a little ahead, the Gandharva Jivas, they are doing their own singing. Then Surastri, the Devatastris, or they might have met somewhere and they are doing their singing. So that Leela Saraswati they were watching. So that means in the Sukshma Lokas, all these Sukshma Anubhutis happen just like we have every day in our dream. When we have in the dream our own Anubhutis of all these sorts, the person who is next to us sleeping doesn't know it is only for us exclusive. And that person also must be having his own dream world, having different experiences. We don't know. That itself gives an idea that Mano Kalpita, these lokas are there out of asana in dream. Actually, also in the Mahamaya of Ishvara, these Sukshma lokas are there. And none of them are created and existing really. They are projected and appearing for us to visualize and experience. ठीक है वो बेसिक पॉइंट नहीं भूलना देर ऑल माया कल्पित लोकास why they have to be kalpita why cannot be they satya because the brahman which is the cause always is as it is isn't it when it is as it is as a truth how can these lokas be truth like water is remaining as it is in the wave isn't it and wave also is there how can there be two truths true satya nahi ho sakta na can you catch this point regularly when you listen such points you will be able to grasp not one day coming the buddhi is sufficient to catch it regularly सुनना है तब एक दिन क्लिक होता है या water and wave water is always there wave is not always there whichever is always that is the truth if that is the truth then the other must be untruth but still it is seen therefore it is imagination or projection or mithya or delusion little more subtler on the reality, the water, because of Maya, we are projecting and getting deluded by never existing wave. Become little subtler. You'll be able to know it. Always there is water only. Where is the wave? In our own delusion, ignorance and delusion. Ignorance, projection, delusion. Ignorance ke karan, we don't know the water. Projection we do of the wave. We delude that the wave is real. We get deluded. Okay, next. Kvachit stabdha pura kiranam. There are some puras. Stabdha, stationary, staying there. Fixed in one place in a space. Stabdha pura akiranam. Everything is fixed there. Another one, Vahat puravarang kvachit. Next they see a pura which is mobile. Entire pura can move in space. Isn't it? It's सूक्ष्म है ना स्थूल है तो जमीन पे भूमि पे गाड़ के चिपका के रखना होता है there are all subtler words of the chitta. Therefore, some of those puras are mobile also. That is written here. Vahat puravaram kachit. Vahat matlab जो चल रहा है. Mobile pura also there. Some puras towns were town put together moving. Other place the fixed towns are there. So kvachit stabdapura akiranam, kvachit vahat puravaram kvachit. Stationary townships are there some places. Township is totally moving. है ना? They are there. Here on the earth too, you have seen in all those days of American French revolutions or 200 years back, how people used to migrate towns to the places where the resources for living are there. They take some of the carryable things, and wherever they go, the accommodations, झोपड़पट्टी या जो भी है they used to make and stay. कोई बंजारा लोग कहते हैं उनको, संचार करते रहते, an idea. So these people with the whole town only, they used to travel. They travel. So that is क्या कहते हैं, वहत पुरवरम क्वचित. ओके, नेक्स्ट. क्वचित रुद्रपुरा पूर्णम, क्वचित ब्रह्म महापुरम, क्वचित मायाकृतपुरम, क्वचिदागामि पत्तनम. दिस इज व्हाट. क्वचित रुद्रपुरा अपूर्णम. Some places are Rudrapuras. Rudrapura means Bhagavan Rudra may be ruling it, or Rudra Anucharas, the 11 Rudras, they must be ruling it, or Rudra Anuyayi, Rudra Bhaktas may be ruling it, or Rudra Sambandhi Karyakarma programs and temples may be there. But that is the whole thing is Rudrapura. In the same way, Kvachit Brahma Mahapuram. The other place, the Brahma Mahapuram is there. Brahma Deva Puras, so many. They are seeing all of that. So Brahma Deva may be ruling that. It may be Brahma Loka also. Or Brahma Anuyayis, Bhaktas are there worshipping Brahma Deva. Such Lokas are Purams they were seeing. Then Kvachit Maya Kruta Puram. Maya Kruta. Even these also are Maya, but tangible. They are Maya Kruta Purams, like Maya Sabha and all. They are also watched. Then Kvachit Agami Pattanam. Agami Pattanam means there only a outline is made that will be developed as and when it is required. The Pattanas, some townships are, planned on a picture, on a paper. The entire architect group of people, okay, 30 acres of land, this township has to be done. So this is how the 6 stories buildings, 4-storied buildings, duplexes and independent villas. They make a whole planning. As the permission sanctions happen, slowly they actualize. So that's an Agami Pattanam. So these are watching those Agami Pattanas also. You can also feel that Agami Pattanam is equal to little bit raised. In many places, China mein to itne hai, they have raised so many thousands and thousands of buildings without completing them. As the customers come, they buy it, they complete it and give. Agami Pattanam, you can imagine it that way also. Mm. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Okay, next one. Kvachit Brahmachandra Saraha. See? Kvachit Stabdhamayam Saraha. Kvachit Sarat Siddhaganam. Kvachit Indukrutodayam. So, Kvachit Brahmat Chandra Saraha. Saraha, Chandra Saraha. And a Sarovara, maybe with Chandrakanti you can say, or Chandra like a Spashta Jala, it must be there. But it is Brahmata, it is moving. A mobile lake, Chandra Sarovar, like you have Chandratal, there beyond that, Kunjam Pass, Rohtang Pass, there beyond the Kullu Manali. So the Chandra Sara, but Brahmata, it can move. Very interesting. See, when they are solid, they need support like that of earth. When they are not solid, Sukshma, they can be in that Chitta Akasha like in dream. We also can be in a Sarovara taking bath. But वाकई है क्या वो, मतलब स्थूल की तो जरूरत नहीं है ना. In the dream you can go to any lake, take bath and come. Therefore the doubt is cleared. Brahmat Chandra Saraha. The river it can move that way. Okay. Kvachit Stabdhamayam Saraha, in another place, a Saravara Stabdhamaya, fixed there, stationary. Anna, you can imagine for the stationary jivas who stay there nearby, that stationary sarovara is there. A group of jivas who keep moving, for them the moving sarovara is there. ऐसा हो सकता है. That's how in Maya anything can be possible, just like in today's science. What a wondrous, unimaginable things they are inventing and putting in front of us. Mind blowing only. Oh, Bapre. And what's going to happen in next 100 years? We don't know what the science is going to discover. In every field, Bapre, Bap. When a scientific minded human can do this, Ishwara's Maya, उसकी क्या ताकत होगी फिर वो कितना करेगा बताओ. Therefore, क्वचित स्तब्धमयम सरहा, क्वचित सरत सिद्धगणम. In another place, Siddhaganas Sarat, they are moving from one place to the other in their own, साधना करने के लिए जगह ढूंढते हुए जा रहे होंगे या साधना कर कर अपने जगह लौट रहे होंगे. सो द सरत सिद्धगण, द जंगम तीर्थराजु, संत समाजु, देवर सीन देर. क्वचित इंदुकृत उदयम, अनदर प्लेस द चंद्रमा इज राइजिंग देयर होराइजन में. सो दिस इज बिग बिग, एक तो अपॉर्चुनिटी है, दूसरा टेस्ट भी है for our intellect's ability to imagine while reading all this, those lokas. A big, big challenge to us, isn't it? So that gives that subtlety to intellect. And as we are again and again saying, in this infinite universe, such lokas are infinitely possible. And you and I as jivas, like, don't stay at one room only in the house, बेडरूम से, बाथरूम से, किचन से, डाइनिंग जाते रहते हैं. फ्रॉम आवर हाउस टू द फ्रेंड्स हाउस, रिलेटिव जाते हैं. ये सिटी छोड़कर दूसरे सिटी घूमने जाते हैं. नवे डेज तो ये कंट्री छोड़कर दूसरा कंट्री, इवन बियॉन्ड, even we are planning to go to moon, etc. That means their lokas also one can travel as a jiva without this stula sharira tadat. So Kvachit Sarat Siddhaganam, Kvachit Indukruta Udayam. Some places the moon rise is happening. So beautiful and enchanting. Then Kvachit Suryodayamayam, Kvachit Ratritamomayam, Kvachit Sandhyam Shukapilam, Kvachit Nihara Dhusaram. So Kvachit Suryodayamayam. Another place, the sun is rising. So that type of atmosphere in the space of rising of the sun, they are seeing. So सूक्ष्म लोकों में सूक्ष्म सूर्योदय. क्वचित रात्रि तमोमयम, in another place as they moved, pitch dark of the night. रात्रि का तमोमय मतलब तमो means अंधकार. The night with full darkness, pitch darkness, other place they are watching. Then क्वचित संध्यामशु कपिलम, in another place the sandhya samaya with that kapila varna surya kiranas as we see here also. Sandhya kala samaya. Sukshma lokas there are. Then kvachit nihara dhusaram. So another place is nihara, the foggy place. On the earth also these all places can be seen. Nowadays, thanks to all this live telescopes and cameras, many countries, you have the accessibility. Anytime, even now in YouTube में जाकर live towns, ऐसा आप क्लिक करो, at least some 20-30 cities and towns you can live see whatever the way they are. है ना? Like this is night here for us. US में हमारे वहाँ डे टाइम होगा, कहीं दोपहर होगा, शाम होगा, तो you can see all that. The New York cities, कुछ कुछ you can see them. These are all miracles of science we are. So Saraswati Mata and Leela also are watching these lokas. So Kvachit Suryodayamayam, Kvachit Ratritamomayam, Kvachit Sandhyamshu Kapilam, Kvachit Nihara Dhusaram. Like in all North India now, the time of fog. Early morning, zero visibility. Outskirts में ज़्यादातर. Within town, because of the heat, that much may not be there. जहाँ भी खासकर रिवर्स होते हैं in the banks of them. So too, where there are dense forests or जहाँ क्रॉप्स वगैरह होते हैं वहाँ धुंध बहुत ज्यादा दिखता है. So that they are seeing it. So with such a speed they are traveling, so many these places in the spaces, uh, visions, darshanas they are having of the places there. Next, kvachit himabhradhavalam, kvachit varshat payodharam, क्वचित् स्थल इवाकाश एव विश्रांति लोकपम. So क्वचित् हिम अभ्र धवलम. So in other place, the clouds are with very whitish waters in it, like that of a snow only. And this is very familiar to you, especially those who have traveled in flights during that rainy season. Thick white clouds, black clouds. गए होंगे आप. मजा आता है. The other day when we were coming from that Dehradun and all, right me. So that route you can see the entire Dhavadadhar mountain range and the clouds. I took the videos also, at least 20 of them. एक एक मिनट बच्चों को बताने के लिए. So क्वचित हिमा अभ्र धवलम. Abhra means cloud. Dhavala is white color, like hima, snow. Then kvachit varshat payodharam. In another place, payo means water. Dhara means the one who holds. That is the cloud. Varshat means raining. So one place, like the snow, the clouds are thick, dense, not watering. Other place, it got condensed, the rain is happening. So varshat payodharam, the clouds raining. Then kvachit sthala iva akasha. In another place, the space itself is like the gross bhumi in its own way. How it is, I don't know. जो लिखा है मैं बता रहा हूँ. एवा विश्रांति लोकपम. In on those places, the लोकपालकास are बैठे हैं अपना चाय वाय पी रहे वहां, बिस्कुट बिस्कुट खाते हुए, नमकीन वमकीन के साथ, हलवा गिलवा खाते हुए वहां लोग मजा मस्करी कर रहे हैं. तो यू कैन सी देर द लोकपास आर सीटेड. मीन्स वो लोग बैठे दिख रहे हैं उनको. नो यू कांट सिट अनलेस देर इज ए ग्राउंड. सो दैट प्लेस इज लाइक ए अर्थ ग्राउंड ओनली. अलाउड देम टू सिट. दे आर नॉट मूविंग. है ना. An idea of this you can see in that space travel. Nowadays vacuum space में traveling के लिए, no, in few days time even those things also come up, where you say you spend 2000 3000 in that vacuum box is created. You are well trained, properly equipments will be given, all the dress and all. You may go in that आधे घंटे हवा में घूम के आ सकते. And a good idea. Anybody listening this lecture, they can tell it to the people scientists. They can create a vacuum within the earth so that they have created. No, that's how the astronauts are trained. उसी को public के लिए कर देना. So here that's an idea of a Vishranti Lokapam. Lokapalakas are sitting. So that space is looking like an earth only. Then Urdhvadho Gamana Vyagra Sura Suraganam Kvachita Urvavarottarayamya Diksanchara Kulam Kvachita. So Urdhva up, Adho down, Gamana while moving, Vyagra extremely busy, Sura Devatas, Asura, Rakshasas, Ganam, groups, Kvachit, another place. So groups and groups of Devatas and Asuras going up and coming down. That is seen. So they are jivas transported, deserving to their own lokas. So Sura and Asura Gana, कोई ऊपर जा रहे हैं नीचे जा रहे, नीचे जा रहे हैं ऊपर जा रहे, they are watching. है ना. You can imagine that as in that calculation in whichever the Sukshma Shariras they are in, Sukshma Lokas they are traveling higher and higher, more diviner Lokas. Naturally हम ना ऊपर 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 हायर लोक होते हैं, नीचे थोड़ा लोअर लोक होते हैं ना. So from ऊपर से ना ऊपर नीचे नीचे ऊपर लहर चले जीवन की. So they are moving that way. Imagine like that. Then Purvapara Uttara Ayamya Dik Sanchara Akulam Kvachit. In other places, from the east to the west to the east to, and east to north to south, to, people are again traveling. Upar niche upar are the Devata and Asuras are seen. It is vertical. Upar niche. Horizontally also to different directions. Lot of the Jiva Sanchara they are seeing. Going to their respective, again as we said, deserving lokas. Yeah, we can travel into that sea if we can detach from the stula dehadi and enter into that निर्विकल्प स्थिति. चित्त का निर्विकल्पता होकर चित्त इंद्रियों से मन से बाहर के जगत से डिटैच, देह से भी डिटैच होता है तो दिस कैन बी सीन. सो दिस इज अंडरस्टूड. ऊर्ध्व अधोगमन व्यग्र सुरासुर गणम पूर्व अपर उत्तर आयम्य दिक संचार आकुलम क्वचित. फुल्ली विजिली people are traveling from east to west, north to south, all directions. है ना? In an exhibition or in any fruits market, anyway, you can see that. कोई उधर से इधर आ रहे, इधर से उधर जा. बस अड्डे में अभी आपको दिखता है, isn't it? Some are entering to the bus center to board the bus. Some are got down, they are going outside. Some are going from this bus, got down and catching the connecting bus. Some are going to the parking lot. Some are waiting for the taxis. Variety of things you can see. Some have the vehicle next to one after 10 hours, so they are going to that place on rent. आजकल तो हर जगह पे बन रहा है ना, 1 घंटे में 50 रुपए 60 रुपए 100 रुपए आप रह सकते हो वहाँ. It's a just closed enclosure with AC inside. You have a bed there. You can just take rest. बस स्टैंडों में भी ये सब बन रहा है. पूरा बदल रहा है इंडिया. So you can feel that way as it happens. Here they are seeing the movement of all the beings in different directions. So Leela be asking mother, mother must be explaining to her, these are those are they are going for that purpose, this purpose, इन्होंने ये कर्म किया उसका फल भोगने उधर जा रहे हैं. So she must be telling all that. Okay. Next, nice one. Api yojana lakshani क्वचित् दुष्प्रापद्भूधरम् अविनाशितमः पूर्णं दृशत् गर्भोपमं क्वचित्. अपि योजना लक्षाणि क्वचित् दुष्प्रापभूधरम्. For 1 lakh yojanas distance in space, without even a single mountain also. Bhudara means mountain. Absolutely empty space, no mountain. Like in India also, when planes, when you travel, नो माउंटेन एट ऑल. आप पहुंचो ऋषिकेश तक, पूरा आपको माउंटेन दिखेगा ही नहीं दिल्ली से वहां तक. वंस यू गो देयर, देन फ्रॉम देयर बियॉन्ड ओनली माउंटेन. सो हियर आल्सो दुष्प्राप भूधरम योजना लक्षाणि, lakhs of yojana distance, no subtle mountains there. Then thereafter avinashi tamah purnam, some place absolutely unending pitch darkness. Then drushat garbha upamam kwachitu, other place that darkness is like what drushat garbha upamam kwachit means in a gufa, a big stone may, as the cave is there, absolutely dark, as if nobody entered. That type of darknesses are there on the space, in the space as they are traveling. So mountainless places, pitch dark places, having like the gufa in them. है कि नहीं? जैसे आप जा रहे हो, पहाड़ देखा, पहाड़ के अंदर गुफा है तो जाकर देखो, इतना अंधेरा होता है. In India, though, there are so many places there. Caves are there accessible. You can enter into those caves. हमने तो 1 2 3 4 5 5 जगह तो देखे होंगे. हाँ, right from there, चिरापुंजी में caves so beautiful. से लेकर the Belum caves here, and then the Araku Valley में, and I don't remember, but then they are all. So like that, the darkest place in the space, that also they are seeing. The mountainless, empty space also they are seeing. Okay. Avinashi tamaha purnam trushat garba upamam kvachitu. Then Avinashi bruhat tejaha kvachit arkana lopamam himani jatara shitam kvachit chandradi sadmasu. In another place, Avinashi bruhat tejaha. Avinashi, endless. Bruhat, huge, heavy. Tejaha, the light and brilliance. In that also two categories. Kvachit arka, kvachit anala upamam. Some places it is like the sunlight only. Avinashi bruhat tejaha. Another place, anala vibe, anala like a fire only. So the fiery, huge tejaha, then like the sun, the huge tejaha, avinashi. Permanently they are there for whatever the purpose that they have seen. Then Himani Jatara Ashitam. Some places the space is so cold like that of the Hima only. Minus degrees. Where Chandra Adi Sadma. So in the Chandra Bhavanas, within that, matlab Chandra Kanti hoga, within that the space is as cold as the ice only. So the cold places, the sun-like hot places, fire-like hot places, pitch dark places, spaces full of emptiness, places with lots of mountains, places with lot of towns, some are moving, some are not moving, places with lot of rivers, Saraha lakes, some are moving, some are not moving, and the various jivas of all sorts. The Devatas mentioned, Asuras mentioned, ordinary Jivas mentioned, Yakshas mentioned, Kinnaras mentioned, Gandharvas, Devaganas are mentioned, Siddha Purushas, Yogi Gana, Charana Gana, then Shakini, Dhakini Gana, Yogini Gana. If you remember what we are seeing from last 2 days, all of them are seen there. Okay, a minute, not more than that is what you and I in our Antakarana, which is made up of Maya, with our known Purushartha or unknown, conscious or unconscious. Whichever the gunas, we make them predominant, deserving to those gunas, we will be given that place to stay with those equipments. The place can be Stula or Sukshma, so to the Upadhis can be Stula or the Sukshma. And if I deserve with all my known or unknown efforts to be in that Gandharva Loka, so I'll be given the place there in Gandharva Loka with the Gandharva Loka staying Upadhis. Just like you study medicine, you will be given coat and stethoscope and all those equipments to be a doctor. You study engineering, then you are given spanners and all. That's a different world, different attire. If you are a lawyer, then your dress, your items that are with you, that is different, and you will be sent to the court only. डॉक्टर है तो इधर जाएंगे इंजीनियर है तो वहाँ thousands of professions. What are those professions? Our own chitta we trained like that, no? Like I am here talking to you on Upanishads or Gita and these texts. My chitta is trained in that. Therefore, this place, this work, I am getting. Among you, some may be chartered accountants, some may be the professors of other subjects. So you will be put there. So here also, all these beings are none but we only. You and I, the jiva in you and I, deserve to be human now. Therefore, we are here. ऑल द जीवा जो 800 से ज्यादा करोड़ है वो सब मनुष्य शरीर के लायक है इसलिए वो सब यहाँ है you understood the other jivas of the past having left the human sharira whatever they were deserving they are put in those places कोई कभी संशय रखना ही नहीं इस बात पे ठीक है नेक्स्ट वन अविनाशी बृहत तेज क्वचिद अर्कानलोपमं हिमानी जठरा शीतम क्वचित चंद्रादि सद्मसो दिस विसा देन क्वचित वहत पुरोवृत्त कल्पवृक्षलतावनम क्वचित दैत्य हतोत्तुंगा प्रवतद्देवपत्तनम सो क्वचित वहत पुरोवृत्त कल्पवृक्षलतावनम सो some places Kalpavruksha vanas, some places Lata vanas. Vahat means They are being carried. Obviously, by whom? The Devatas. Maybe afraid of the Rakshasas, they attacked. So, अपना सामग्री लेकर वो भाग रहे. That sort of scene. Vahat purovritta kalpavruksha lata vanam. So the vanam filled with kalpavrukshas, vanam filled with latas, being carried, seen by them. And there only Kvachit Daitya Hata Uttunga Prapatat Devapattanam. Daitya, the Asuras. Hata, they are destroying. Uttunga, big, big. Prapatat, falling. Deva, the Devatas. Pattanam, the town. Daitya Hata Uttunga Prapatat Devapattanam. And it is not at all difficult for you to understand it, but only thing it has to be the other way around. It is not the Asuras destroying the Devapatana, it is other way around. The Devatas or people destroying the other Patanas. Last year, Pura 2025 or 24, with that bomb attacks, whether it's Ukraine or any of the places, you have seen the towns only totally brought onto the earth. Jameen par girai. How many missiles were put and drones were put and all. Baba, hope that won't happen in 26. Halaki, the predictions are, you can see, how na, this yesterday, what was that? The American president का जो दिया था captions वगैरह वो तो क्या होल्ला मचा रहा है I didn't see all of that. What is right in him or wrong in him, I don't know. But then each country getting equipped to fight with others, है ना? Russia attacking NATO and NATO का इधर इधर का उधर यूरोपियन कंट्रीज. What is happening? I don't. मैं तो यहाँ बैठ कर तत्व बोलता रहूंगा, आप सुनते रहो, जो हो जाए होने दो. Pray for the शांति of the world. मैं तो हर दिन 6 क्लासों में we are doing the संकल्प. विश्व शांत्यर्थम, विश्व एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम, विश्व कल्याणार्थम. We are doing it. So anyway, so Kachit Daitya Hata Uttunga Prapatat Devapattanam. So the Rakshasas attacking and pulling down the Pattanas of the Devatas. They are running apna dhoti pakad ke. So Kalpa Vrukshas they are taking, because with Kalpa Vruksha whatever you want it will give. Nowadays it is like your debit card, credit card और ATM कार्ड ले जाना. और सेल फोन में सब होते हैं. Wherever you go, then you can get the money and get the things. For them, the Kalpavruksha was that. For us, the Kalpavruksha is those particular cards, bank accounts, and your various things. वैमानिक निपातेन वह्निलेखांकितं क्वचित् क्वचित् केतुशतोत्पाद मितः संघट्टपट्टितम्. So वैमानिक निपातेन वह्निलेखांकितं क्वचित्. So from Vimana, people are being thrown. When they are thrown, we are falling down. Their coming down is giving the impression of a fiery line there. Like that. क्या कहते हैं उसको, आप हिंदी में बताना, मुझे इंग्लिश में नहीं पता. उसको क्या कहते हैं? द एस्ट्रॉइड, नॉट स्टेरॉइड्स. एस्ट्रॉइड कुछ कहते हो ना आप. When they fall, how that light, or when the jet plane goes, वो आपको सफेद तरह से दिखता है. And who are the ones who are thrown from the vimana? Naturally, those who have done lot of punya and they went to Swarga and they enjoyed it. Their punya is over, then they are brought in vimana and they just are thrown. Ja, khatam ho gaya tumhara. Isn't it? Like US or any other country also, when we go there, our time of visa expires, money is over, we are deported. वहां से भगा देते हैं कि नहीं. सो दे आर द वंस वैमानिक निपातेन, दे आर फॉलिंग फ्रॉम द फ्लाइट्स. वह्नि लेखांकितम, they are looking like Vahni Lekha, the line like the fire. Rujuvakrādika Vasam Alata Spanditam. They are like Alata, they are falling, the line is seen there. Because the shariras, they are the sukshma sharira, na? Kanti sharira. That is how. Then, kvachit ketu shata utpada, ketu shatotpada mitaha sanghata patitam. In another place, the ketu again, as we said just now, the like the ulkas, when they are falling, they are hitting each other and blasting each other, and the pieces flying and falling in the space. They are all seeing that. Sukshma hai sare. So, ketu shata utpatha mitha sangata patita. Ketu also means the jhande of those vimanas. Next one, क्वचित् शुभ्रग्रहगण प्रगृहीताग्र्यमण्डलम् क्वचित् रात्रितमो व्याप्तं क्वचित् दिवसभास्वरम्. So क्वचित् शुभ्रग्रहगणः प्रगृहीताग्र्यमण्डलम्. In another place, all the Shubhra positive Divya Grahaganas are seated in a top position. Nana Shubhra Grahagana Pragruhita Agriya Mandala. है ना? देर आर सम ग्रहस which are शुभ ग्रह, some are the अशुभ ग्रह. उनका काम ही वैसा है, वैसा दिया गया उनको. सो शुभ ग्रह गणास positioned in a higher pedestal. From the distance, Leela has seen, she must have asked mother, oh, I can see something special there, well established, well decorated, distinct, undisturbed, appearing to be more divine. What are they? The mother must be telling they are Shubha Grahaganas. Then Kvachit Ratri Tamovyap. Again another place, absolute darkness, like the deep night only. Kvachit Divasabhaswaram. As they move ahead, it is as bright and brilliant like daytime in another place. See that? How many if you see all of them? And perhaps Vasishtha might have explained only a part of it. Baki left for our imagination. Hmm. Mhm. Next, क्वचित् उद्गर्जदम्भोदं क्वचिन् मूकामलाम्बुदं वातावकीर्ण शुक्लाभ्र खण्ड पुष्पोत्तरं क्वचित्. So क्वचित् udgarjat ambodam. In one place, some of the clouds, a cluster of clouds, doing the garjana, mega garjana. You know that? The roaring and thunderous sound of clouds in one place. Very frightening. You all know, जब बरखा सीजन आता है, those people who are stuck inside closing all the doors, पता नहीं है, but enjoy करो एक बार. When the thick घना बादल होते हैं, stay outside 2-3 hours, outside अपने घर के, you can see वो टकराते हुए जो आवाज आता है. I तो enjoy बाबा. This year I enjoyed. है ना, during that जून जुलाई समय में, little before that, है ना, पीछे बालकनी में रहकर, oh, when they टकराव with each other, that sound इतने दूर से पहले लाइट देखता है. Then I know that within 2 seconds, that sound is going to come. Do, 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 do. And in on the earth, there are some places geographically appearing to be very close to the clouds. कुछ कुछ है, ज्यादा दूर नहीं, बस 200-500 मीटर और मे बी 2 किलोमीटर. जनरली तो होते हैं 5-10 किलो. There though that sound will be so threatening and frightening. Dum 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 dum. So in some places udgarjat ambodam, गर्जना करने वाले clouds. क्वचित मूका अमला अम्बुदम. Ambuda is again cloud, which is मूका, absolutely dumb, silent में है. मूका muted, amala the pure whitish in color. That type of clouds, very silent. You can see them. Next, Vata avakirana in another place, heavy winds blowing. Avakirana, they made into pieces, broken. What? Shukla abhra khanda. Shukla white is abhra mega. Khanda parts of it. पुष्प उत्तरम क्वचित ऐसे बिखर कर उड़ रहे हैं टुकड़े ऑफ द क्लाउड्स broken by heavy winds appearing like the flowers flying पुष्पों की तरह those clouds broken. And it's a good view for you also if you want to enjoy. देखो आकाश में very विचित्र. There'll be two levels of clouds. ऊपर वाले नीचे. ऊपर के उस तरफ जा रहे हैं नीचे की इधर जा रहे हैं. Have you ever seen it? मैं तो बहुत बार देखा. And you can see the one cloud broken goes into three. Another place they come together and become one also, depending on the winds. That's what is described here. Vata avakirana shukla abra khanda pushpa uttaram kvachitu. Okay. Then क्वचिदत्यन्त निशून्यम अवदातमनन्तरम आनंद मृदु शांत अच्छम त्यस्येव हृदयम तत्. So it's a very good description here. Kvachit in another space place in the space atyanta nishunyam, absolutely free of everything, empty, nishunya, nothing, no trace of anything, which were described so far. As we listed out 3 5 minutes back, how many things described? The mountains, the clouds, the pattanas, the rivers, the people moving. In सबके बिना absolutely अत्यंत निशून्यम. Okay, avadatam anantaram. Absolutely calm, quiet, shunya, free of everything. Ananda, it is so blissful there. Mrudu, it is so tender, soft there. Shanta, it is absolutely peaceful. Acham, it is pure. So Ananda, bliss, Mrudu, tender, Shanta, peaceful, Acham, pure. What? Jnasya iva hrudayam. Like the hrudaya of a jnani. Good example, na? Good explanation. Jnani is hridaya. Jnani is chitta. How is it? He is in bliss. It is so komala. Isn't it? It is absolutely immaculate and pure. And then the Shanti, unfathomable. Like a Atma Brahma Jnana is Chitta, that space at one place. Okay. In the same way, Shukravahana Bhekaugaihi Kvachit Galakrutaravam Shunyata Varivalitam Kshetram Akashavasinam. So, uh, so Shukravahana, the Shukra Devas Vahana is Bheka, Mendak, Mandukya Upanishad. They are making sound. Shukra Vahana Bheka Ogaihi Kvachit Galakruta Ravam, Kruta Ravam. Terrible sound. The Vahanas of the Shukra, their whole family, all of them, the Mendak are making. Then Shunyata Vari Valitam Kshetram Akasha Vasina. So the Shunya Jala, Shunyata itself is Jala, like that was the place of stay of these Akasha Vasins. Okay, so this is how 50 mantra we have seen out of 65. 15 है तो इसको हम कल खत्म करेंगे तो this sarga will be over. Then from there, having gone through all, they now will come onto the earth. Bhuloka Varnanam will be given. Then Siddhaloka Varnanam, then Giri Grama, where they wanted to go, that also will be. Then the Paramakasha Varnanam. So this is how each of the sargas. Thank you for your patience, friends. Nobody gives time to listen to all this. People want quick realization, instant realization. ऐसे बात बताओ स्वामी जी ऐसे मुझे मुक्ति मिल जाए ऐसे लोग एवरीथिंग इज इंस्टेंट नाउअडेज एवरीथिंग इज क्विक शॉर्टकट तो मुक्ति भी तुरंत मिलना चाहिए ज्ञान भी तुरंत किताब पूरा जल्दी खत्म होना चाहिए भी मेंटालिटी यहाँ तो ऐसा होता नहीं एवरी श्लोका वी स्टडी एंड एंजॉय एंड दोज हु आर हियर They are great, they are lucky. Congratulations to them. Continue tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha. Om Bol Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Vasishtha Bhagavan ki jai. Saraswati Mata ki jai. वाल्मीकि आदि ऋषिगण की जय, लीला माता की जय, सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के मादा आनंद की जय. अब ध्यान में आप भी बैठकर गो टू ऑल दोस लोकास, है ना, एज कूल एज स्नो, एज टेंडर एज चंद्र किरण, एज हॉट एज सूर्य, एज हॉटर एज द फायर. Everything they have seen. Singers they saw, dancers they saw, people on picnic they saw, big big sabha mandapas are there, people thrown from the vimana, कोई ऊपर जा रहा है, कोई नीचे जा रहा है, कोई बाएं काएं सज्जे, all going on. तो सूक्ष्म लोकास they are all there. अब सुन लिया, समझ तो आ गए ना, अभी डरो मत. हाँ, कभी कभी those jivas for some purpose they come down and they may meet you, है ना. डोंट गेट अफ्रेड एंड ऑल दैट. ठीक है, आप पूछो कुछ है तो, नहीं तो नमस्कार करो बस. Thank God we are so tamoguni, stuck up only in TV and all nonsense, that these subtle beings we don't see. पहले तो बहुत दिखते थे ये लोगों को, because they have no other business work, no so much of काम क्रोध और लालसा फॉर द मनी एंड भोग. इतने झमेले वाले नहीं थे वो लोग, मन में बोलते शांत मन. therefore in that quiet mana also endowed with lot of upasanas, sattva gunas, sadgunas. People used to be there that time. So then they just see. Some of them even recognize also. They are, the positive, divine expression of that expression, spirit you can call, or the negative spirits. They are all now also anywhere. They're all intermixed only. Nothing to worry. Nobody harms us. Nobody recognizes us. क्या औकात है हमारा? वह बच्चे रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं करते घर में. सर्वेंट ऑल्सो डोंट. वो जब सैलरी देते हो तब टाइम नमस्ते करता है वो. सो डोंट वरी. हाँ, हम जी ऐसे कोई मेरे को आके डराएंगे, नहीं नहीं, कोई आपके पास हिम्मत करेगा ही नहीं आने का. ये देखा, हम खुद ही डर कर भागेंगे. डोंट वरी. ओम शांति शांति. शैल वी स्टडी फॉर सम टाइम our another text वाक्य वृत्ति. प्लीज ज्वाइन हिंदी में.